This video is brought to you by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino.
Luka Doncic is headed to his first ever NBA Finals as he has been absolutely magnificent. He and the Mavericks are on an incredible NBA playoff run as they're set to take on the Boston Celtics in the NBA Finals, 4 wins away from winning the NBA championship. Now, along the way, Luka Doncic has absolutely broken and exposed the NBA media for their laughable takes. Luka seems to always be the subject of criticism and not getting his rightful respect, as Luka has put forth one of the most incredible postseason runs in recent memory. And in this one, I wanted to look at some of those idiotic takes that Luka has just debunked, as he now is in a position to win an NBA title. And boy, oh boy, the NBA media, they're not going to want to see that one. So before we get into this one, guys, do me a solid, hit a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more videos just like this. Let's get Luka Doncic the rightful respect that he deserves. So first, I want to take a look at Stephen A. Smith. And we all know Stephen A. Smith, notorious for attacking Luka and just having this weird obsession of hating the guy. It's weird. Stephen A. Smith rarely gives Luka his flowers, and this first clip, I mean, he didn't even have Luka in his top 3 for MVP. It was so bad that Shannon Sharp couldn't even believe it.
I think they'll give it to Jokic. I would vote for Shea. I have a vote. I would vote for Shea. Jokic would probably be number 2. I got to admit to you, it's a battle for number 3 between Anthony Edwards and Jalen Brunson.
Hold up. You just left Luka. Hold on. You left Luka out?
Hey, that's a 5th seed. That's a 5th seed. He battling for 5th seed right now. 5th seed.
Then never forget how Stephen A. Smith actually had Jalen Brunson over Luka Doncic for first team.
But upon reflection, I definitely thought that Jalen Brunson deserved to be first team. Believe it or not, even ahead of Luka.
You can't even make this up. The fact that you would even spew that nonsense on national television is just next level hating. And let's not forget, guys, Stephen A. Smith has always been trying to tear down Luka and his impressive accomplishments. Remember when he tried to discredit Luka's 73-point game earlier this season? Check out Woj's reaction at the end. He couldn't even believe the nonsense Stephen A. was spewing.
The fans didn't want what we saw last night in Atlanta. Did you see that?
Are you sure?
I mean, that was a layup. That was just, listen, that was a
It was like the All-Star game.
The Atlanta Hawks, no wonder why y'all stink. Did you see how they played defense last night? I mean, this is not Joel Embiid who played Billy Ball because you know what, you have a thin Victor Wembanyama on you. We understand that. We expect that. This is not a situation where Karl Anthony Towns dropped 58 in the first 3 quarters and then disappeared. It was an APB out for him in the 4th quarter and all of this other stuff. But the 58 points he scored in those first 3 quarters, a lot of those points he was being challenged. This is not that. What transpired last night in Atlanta was disgraceful. It made me feel like, let's just go out and get somebody that don't want. You don't have to play defense. All you got to do is play offense. You don't have to play defense. That's what the hell took place in Atlanta last night. There's a difference.
And look, it's not just Stephen A. Smith. You got other people who have attacked Luka, and now they're looking stupid after Luka has done what he's done. I mean, this is probably the most idiotic take of all time. This guy didn't even have Luka in his top 5 Mavericks of all time.
Is not to be mentioned in the same sentence as LeBron or Michael Jordan.
Dude, this is a tough take on the heels of him having the greatest shooting performance of all time.
I don't care.
Since Luka shot a true shooting percentage of 90% with 73 points, that's the best ever.
Right.
Wilt Chamberlain was second with 73% in 1963.
Right.
No three-pointers.
Win a playoff series, go to the finals, win a ring, do something. He's not even in my top 5 Mavericks of all time.
Now, guys, before we continue on with this video, I quickly want to shout out today's sponsor, BetUS. They are the #1 online sports book in which they're currently offering a 125% deposit match up to $2,500 on your first 3 deposits. I'm looking to game 1 already of the NBA Finals set for this Thursday. And guess what, guys? I like the Mavs in this spot to pull off the game 1 upset. I like the Mavs money line. I think they're going to show up in a big way and begin this series off with a statement. I'm taking the Mavs. If you want to tail along with me, you can do just that. Also, the first 5 people to DM their account to me, showing their account number on X, will receive $25 in free play. If you support BetUS, you support this channel, it is a win-win and it would be greatly appreciated. Thank you to BetUS for sponsoring today's video. Then you had Chandler Parsons. I mean, what the hell has Chandler Parsons done in his NBA career where he can even be this critical? He tried to shut down Luka, making it seem like he's a bad teammate.
He's an unbelievable talent. He is literally a guard version of Jokic where he could do everything. He's mesmerizing with the basketball. But as a teammate, gets a little exhausting watching the same shit over and over again. And then when you don't win, it's even magnified. Like, okay, can we try something else? Can I maybe get the ball? Like, you know what I mean? So it definitely can be frustrating.
And then this one, to me, probably takes the cake because Tim Hardaway even hated on Luka. And it's crazy because his son, Tim Hardaway Jr., plays on the damn team. And his dad tried to attack Luka for complaining to the refs, as if every NBA star doesn't have their moment of doing that. It's just weird how this unfolded. I mean, your son has a chance now to win a championship, Mr. Hardaway, thanks to Luka's excellence.
Passing more often and more on target this game than normally the other games. They wait too long. Not they, but Luka. Sometimes he wait too long to get the guys the ball in the wide open situation. He's dribbling the ball too much at times. But last night, he was getting the ball on target. He was making sure guys was getting the ball in Luka. From when the ball has been thrown up, I watched Luka, and from 48 minutes, the whole game, he talks to the referee. The entire time. The whole game. Timeout.
That's what the stars do?
No. LeBron doesn't do that.
LeBron's nonstop.
LeBron does not do that.
There's no one that does it like Luka. No one in the league does as much as Luka.
Luka does it for a whole game.
And then Charles Barkley, I mean, this was just bad. And you could see, you know, Kenny the Jet Smith, he went to bat. He couldn't believe what he was hearing. Charles Barkley made it seem that Luka's easy to guard. As if.
He's gonna wear Luka down.
I'm leaning.
He's gonna be all over Luka. He's gonna wear him on his shirt like he did Brandon Ingram for 7 games. I tell you, to me,
You think Luka and Brandon Ingram was the same type of scorer?
No, it's gonna be easy for him to guard Luka because Luka got him by
Wait, time out. There's nobody in the world that would say that it's easy guarding.
Well, I'm just telling you, as a player. Brandon Ingram don't take advantage of his size. If he took advantage of his size, he should.
But we talking about Luka.
No, I'm saying Luka will not have the size advantage over Lu Dort. That's going to be a great matchup. It ain't going to be a good matchup. It's going to be a great matchup.
Easy guarding Luka.
No, I'm saying in my opinion, I would rather guarding a guy who's 4 or 5 inches taller than me should be harder. But the way Brandon Ingram plays with so much finesse, he didn't take advantage of his size.
And also, Luka and Kyrie are going to have to play real defense this series.
On SGA.
I mean, he was going on and on about how Lu Dort was going to be a tough matchup, this and that. Luka cooked the Thunder in the second round, and Dort. I mean, look at Luka's averages in this round, guys. 24.7 points, 10.5 rebounds, and 8.7 assists in the 6 games against the Thunder. Yeah, that's far from shutting someone down. And then even Shaq there at the end talking about real defense. I mean, Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving arguably played some of their best defense that we saw. I mean, it was because of their defense that was, you know, one of the big difference makers that Dallas ended up winning that series. So they shut that up too. And I mean, like, this is always going to be the case with Luka, right? And the more Luka does what he does, coming off a fabulous, legendary Western Conference Finals performance against the T-Wolves, and if he indeed wins the championship, they're gonna have nothing left to say. But I just wanted to make this video, guys, because Luka Doncic, he has broken the NBA media. They are running out of things to say because Luka is just that guy, and he continues to prove it each and every time. That is it for today's video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Drop a like and subscribe for more. That is it for me. This is Lucas signing off. As always, thanks so much for watching. I will catch you all again in the next one.